Hello guys, my name is Archana Devi. I am Assistant Professor from Rajagiri School of Engineering, Kochi. This video is part of RSET Online for the subject Computer Graphics, which is an 8th global elective. The topic for today that we are going to deal with is from Module 5 and the topic is polygon clipping. So the algorithm that we are going to see for today is Sutherland-Hodgman polygon clipping algorithm. So in previous lecture, I had already taken a lecture on line clipping algorithm where we had seen Cohen-Sutherland line clipping and midpoint subdivision line clipping algorithm. So here we are going to clip a polygon against a clipping window. So you have the clipping window and this is a polygon. So you will have multiple edges and each of those edges you will have to check with the clipping window. So polygon clipping is nothing but clip the polygon edges against an edge of the clipping area or the clipping window. So each of these edges are clipped against the clipping area. Okay. So after clipping, so here this is a window. So only this portion should come inside the clipping window. So once the polygon has been clipped, you will have this edge, right? So this edge will be there, and then this edge will come, and then this edge will come, and then this edge will come, and the smaller edge will come, and this edge. So only this part will be displayed in the clipping window. So the edge of clipping area or the window is extended. So what we will do here is, in order to do this process, this window edge will be extended to infinity. Okay, that's what it means. This window will be extended to infinity because your edge may go outside the clipping window. So it will be extended to infinity to create a boundary, okay, and all the vertices are clipped using the boundary. So using that boundary, the edges will be clipped. So when we see an example, you will understand this. So once the vertices are being clipped, the new list of vertices generated is passed on to the next edge of the clip polygon until all the edges have been used. So what happens is, we will start with each edge. Say for example, if we start with left edge, based on left edge, you will clip the polygon. You will clip the entire polygon, and then you will move on with the next edge, say right edge, and based on the right edge you will clip the polygon. You will get a new set of vertices, and then so each of those new set of vertices generated is passed on to the next edge. If we take the bottom edge next, so it will be passed on to the next edge of the polygon until all the edges have been used. Then we will take the top edge that way. So here there will be 4 possible cases. When we consider, there will be 4 possible cases for any given polygon edge against the current clipping edge. Okay, for any given polygon edge, there are 4 possible cases. So the first case is where you have, if suppose this is a clipping window, and if this is the edge that we are considering, okay, left edge is what we are considering, the left edge of the clipping window. So if you have an edge of a polygon V1 to V2, okay, if you have an edge of the polygon V1 to V2 coming like this, so in this case, here you have the first vertex is outside the polygon, outside the clipping edge, and the second vertex is inside, right? So what you will do is, when you have such a case, the point of intersection here, the point of intersection, this is a point of intersection. Let me name it as V1 dash. Okay, so this is a case where you have the edge coming from outside to inside. Okay, so this is out to in, outside to inside. So when you have such a case, the point of intersection of the edge with the clipping boundary and the second vertex will be added to the output list. So whenever you are clipping an edge, you will be generating an output list. So here in this case, what you will do is, this point of intersection of the edge with the clipping boundary V1 and the second vertex V2 will be added to the output list. So here you will add V1 dash and V2 to the output list. So this will be there in the output list. Now let us look at the second case. So second case is where you have the first vertex V1 is inside and the second vertex V2 is outside the clipping boundary. So in that case, the point of intersection of the edge with the clipping boundary alone, say if I name it as V1 dash, this V1 dash alone will be added to the output list. So this is a case where you have in to out. Okay, from inside to outside. The polygon edge goes from inside to outside. If that is the case, only this point of intersection will be added to the output list. Okay. And now the next case you have here where both the vertices are inside the polygon, inside the clipping window. Okay. Both the vertices are inside the window. So in that case, what you will do is the second vertex V2 will be added to the output list. The second vertex will be added to the output list. So this is the case where you have both are inside. Both the vertices are inside the boundary. And now the last case is where you have both the vertices outside the window. So you don't have to add anything. You will not add anything. So both the vertices are outside the window. Okay. So these are the four cases. Case 1 where you have the point going from outside to inside. In that case, the point of intersection and the vertex which is inside will be added to the output list. The second case where you have in to out. The vertex, the edge coming from inside to outside. So in that case, only the point of intersection will be added. The third case where you have inside to inside. Both the vertices are inside. In that case, you will add the second vertex to the output list. And the last case where you have both the vertices outside, you will not add anything to the output list. So now let us try to understand what exactly happens here with an example. So I have drawn an example here. This is a polygon. Okay. So now let us try to clip this polygon using the algorithm. This is a Sutherland-Hodgman algorithm, polygon clipping algorithm that we have seen. Those four cases, let me just write those four cases here just for reference. So the four cases are like if you have out to in, right? Like if you have out to in, what you will do is the point of intersection and the second vertex will be added, right? The point of intersection and the second vertex will be added. And now if it is in to out, okay? If it is in to out, only the point of intersection will be added. If both the vertices are in, what you will do? You will add the second vertex. And in the other case where both the vertices are outside, you will not add anything. So now let's try to fill this table out. Let us take each vertex, each of the vertex edges, and then see what under which condition it will fall under and what will come in the output. So normally it's better to follow an order in which you take the clipping window. Here the order which I am going to follow is first I will consider the left window, left edge, then I will consider the right edge, then I will consider the bottom and then top. Okay. So each of those the output from each edge will be passed on to the next set of iteration. So let me start with the left clipping. So here in left clipping, let me write down the vertices first. So you have the vertices AB, okay, then you have BC, then you have CD, you have DE, and you have EA. So follow any order of the when you take the edges, follow any order. If you take the edge starting from here, if you take, so follow this order. So this order is nothing but clockwise order, right? So follow the same order when you write down the edges. So now the edge that you are looking is the left edge. Left edge is what we are considering. So with respect to the left edge, you have to write down under which case all these edges fall under. So if you take the edge AB, the AB edge goes from outside to inside, right? So the edge AB goes from outside to inside. If it goes from outside to inside, the point of intersection. So the point of intersection is, say, let me name it as A dash, and the next vertex will be added. So this is outside to inside. So the point of intersection and the next vertex will be added to the output list. Now the next edge, BC. So BC with respect to this left clipping edge, both of the vertices are inside. So it is a case where you have inside. So when both the vertices are inside, you will only add the second vertex, which is C here. Then the next case, CD. CD is also inside, right? So you will add the second vertex. Now next edge, DE. DE is also inside. So you will add the second vertex E. And then the next edge, EA. So EA, you can see that against this clipping window, it is going from inside to outside, right? It is going from inside to outside. So when you have the case inside to outside coming, what you will do? You will only add the point of intersection. The point of intersection, let me name it as, say, E dash. So that will be added to the output list. So after the left clipping happens, the result, okay, you will have the result something like this. So I'm just drawing a smaller version. So you have A dash B, right? So you have a new edge here, vertex here, A dash. So you have A dash B. Then you have C coming. So you have C here. Then you have D. Then you have E, right? And then you have E dash. So E dash comes here. So this is the polygon after left clipping. Now similarly, this will go as an input to the next. So I'm going to do a right clipping here. So this will go as an input to the right clipping. So each of those vertices. Let me start from A dash. So the vertices are A dash B, BC, CD, DE, E dash, and E dash A. So this comes, this edge comes on the boundary. So that also has to be considered, E dash A. So now you are going to consider the right edge of the clipping window. Okay. So right edge is what you are considering. So now let me take each of those edges and see under which case it falls under. So A dash B. So against this right edge, this A dash B comes inside the edge. So it is inside, right? So inside when you come, you take only the second vertex. Second vertex will be added to the output list. Now BC. BC is also inside, right? So the second vertex will be added. Now CD you have. So CD is a case where you have the vertex C. So this goes from inside to outside, right? So it's an inside to outside case. So when you have inside to outside case, this point of intersection, when you have inside to outside case, let me name it as C dash. So the point of intersection will be added to the output list. So you just have to learn that 4 cases. These 4 cases you have to learn. What happens for all these 4 cases? So if you learn those 4 cases, you can easily do this problem. So now next DE. So DE is another case where you have the vertex. D is outside and E is inside. So this is a case where you have outside to inside, right? So outside to inside. So when you have outside to inside coming, so this point of intersection, D dash. So the outside to inside D dash E will be added to the output list. The next you have E dash. So E dash is also inside to inside. You just add the vertex E dash. Then you have E dash A, that's also inside to inside. You just add the vertex, the second vertex A dash. So this is a result. This is a result after left clip. Okay. So after right clip also, let me draw it here itself. So after right clip, what happens? You have B, right? Then you have C. Then you have C dash. So C dash comes here. Then you have D dash E. So D dash is here. D dash E. Then you have E dash. E dash comes here. Then you have A dash. So this is a polygon after right clipping. This is a polygon after right clipping. Okay. Now let us do the next case where you have the bottom clipping happening. Okay. So the bottom clip case, let me take note down the vertices first. Okay, let me just zoom it. Okay, so these are the vertices. So the bottom clip you have, let me start with A dash itself. So you have A dash B, BC, right? Then you have C dash. Then you have C dash, D dash. Then you have D dash E. Then E dash. And then E dash, A dash. I hope it's visible for you. Okay. So these are the, this is a polygon and these are the cases now. So now let me take each of the edges. So A dash B. So again, you are considering the bottom edge now. Okay. So let me fill this table quickly. So you are considering the bottom edge. So all these vertices will come inside. So A dash B is inside. So you'll only store the second vertex. B dash C is also inside, right? So you'll store the second vertex. C dash is also inside. So store the second vertex. C dash D dash also inside, store the second vertex. Now comes D dash E. So D dash E is a case where you have a vertex coming from inside to outside, right? So inside to outside. When you have inside to outside coming, you will store this point of intersection. So if I name it as D dash, so I think we already have one D dash, so let it be D double dash. So D double dash. Then you have E dash. So E dash coming, it is a case where you have outside to inside, from outside to inside. So there you will store the point of intersection. Say if this is E double dash and the next vertex. So E double dash and E dash. E double dash, E dash will be stored. Then this is inside to inside case where you will store A dash, right? So for this case, if you draw, so after the third case is bottom clipping. So after bottom clipping, after bottom clipping, you have B, right, C, then you have C dash, D dash, then D double dash. So D double dash comes here, right? Then you have E double dash, E dash, E double dash, E dash, then you have A dash. So this is a result after bottom clipping. So now one more thing you have to do here, which is right clipping, the last one, sorry, top clipping. Okay, so this is a final set. So now you are going to do clipping based on the top edge. So let me write down the vertices quickly. So I'll start with A dash itself, A dash B, B C, C C dash, C dash D dash, D dash D double dash, E double dash E dash, E dash A. E dash A, right? I hope I have written down all the cases. A dash B, B C, C C dash, C dash D dash, D dash D double dash, D double dash, yeah, I missed out one. D double dash, E double dash. And then comes, so this will come here. D double dash, this will come above. So E double dash, E dash, and then this. So let me take, now you are considering the top edge. So top edge, A dash B. So A dash B is a vertex, right? So A dash B is an edge which goes from inside to outside. So when you have inside to outside case coming, you will note down only the point of intersection. So let me name it as A double dash, inside to outside. So A double dash you are storing. Then next you have BC. BC is from outside to inside. So you will, when you have outside to inside coming, you will store the point of intersection. If this is B dash, do we have a B dash already? No. So B dash and then C. That will be stored in the output list. Next comes C, C dash. So all those edges are inside cases. So C, C dash is inside. So you will store the second edge. C dash D is also inside. So you will store the second edge. D dash D is also inside. You will store the second edge. Now this one, D dash, E dash is also inside. You will store the second edge. Then E double dash, E dash is also inside. You will store the second edge. And finally, this is also inside and you will store the second edge. So this is the result finally after the top clipping also. So the last case after top clipping, you have all these, this is the output list that you are getting after top clipping, right? So let me draw the final set of vertices. So you start with A double dash. So A double dash is here. A double dash. Then you have B dash, C, right? B dash C. Then you have C dash. Then you have D dash, right? Then you have D double dash. Then after D double dash comes this one, E double dash. So E double dash. Then after that goes E dash. And then your A dash. So this is a clipped polygon against each of the 4 edges. Okay, so this is a very simple algorithm. You directly take each edge and then apply the 4 cases given, and based on that you will get a new set of vertices. That new set of vertices will become the input to the next clipping edge, and then again you will do the process until all the edges have been used. So I hope this algorithm is clear to you. Okay, thank you.